mentioned what you do when leading up to the date, when you meet her at the door, how to pick your seating, trying to, be close with her so that you guys can experience the environment together and each other. And then always, like, when I'm talking to her, especially if you're sitting side by side, remember, you're always just comfortably away like this. Now, I don't make it obvious that I'm like trying to hide from her. I don't turn it off. I'm open, but I'm leaning back so that I can let her come to me and I can really judge how comfortable she is with me as the date goes. And you will notice when you really focus on this and you just have fun with it, you'll notice that this is when women say that guys are clueless. This is what they're talking about, because women send so many signals, and I'm going to try to help you become accustomed to all of these. Some signs that you're doing well, some signs that you can look for that show that she's having fun. All right, so one of the signs is she's laughing at your jokes, and to the point where you're almost thinking in your head like, all right, I know I'm a funny guy, but I wasn't that funny. So she's kind of just like really helping build your ego, basically. She's laughing at your jokes. She's complimenting you, maybe, like whatever it is that she's doing to make you feel good. Know that that's a signal she's doing to kind of build you up because she likes you. That's what you'll do if you're a confident man, or you're in your masculine, as you call it, where you're, just back here like the chief of a tribe. Right? The chief of the tribe sits back here, and all of the women in the tribe would basically come to him, and then he would choose. That's the chief of the tribe. So you're confident like that. All right, so one of the signs that she'll show you that she's interested in you is laughing, building your ego, making you feel really good. That's a great one. Other ones she'll do is she'll find reasons to touch you. Women don't touch you just on accident. She might brush you when you're looking at the menu. She might brush into your arm if she wants to. That's her saying, "Hey, I want to get a little closer." Now, be careful. Make sure that you don't think, "Oh, she brushed my arm once and she loves me now." She might have done it on accident. So I mean, when she does it once or twice, 3 times, like it starts to become a pattern, you start to really notice. That's when if she brushes your arm, that should be a warning sign in your head to go, all right, start looking for the signs now. Here's another one. So any reason to touch you, she'll take her hair and play with it, touch it, straighten it, and expose her neck to you. So if you go back to like biology, or just think about animals too, it's like your neck is one of your most vulnerable areas. So when a woman exposes her neck to you, that is basically saying, hey, I'm feeling comfortable around you. I'm exposing myself. I'm vulnerable. See that? It's very simple, basic biology, but it's something that a lot of guys miss. So notice that. She keeps flicking her hair, playing with it, exposing her neck. Another thing is exposing her palms to you more. So she might be talking with her hands. I talk with my hands a lot. But women that will expose their hands to you a lot, like you'll notice she really is kind of almost putting them towards you or down towards you. Again, that's another sign that her brain sends, and she might not know she's sending it, but it kind of sends like, hey, look at this. It's almost like a submissive gesture, like, I'm open to you, you're doing a good job. So if you think about it like that, she's like inviting you in, like, hey, you're doing a good job. So that's another sign to notice. Because this body language stuff will blow your mind. You'll start to really realize what you might have been missing in the past on dates, and how much easier it becomes when you don't have to guess anymore, because then you can live in the moment and have fun because you're not worried.
Pop quiz question 1. Name at least one sign on a date that a woman may be interested in you. So what is one sign you might find on a date that would show a woman is interested in you? So if she laughs at your jokes, like overly laughs at your jokes, if she compliments you, if she touches you, if she plays with her hair, if she exposes her neck to you, if she exposes her palms to you. These are all things that if you start to notice these and you see a combination of these signs, or you see them repeatedly over and over again, then that means that yes, she's interested. One sign alone, maybe not, but repeatedly or multiple signs is a good thing to see on a date. Oh, look at her. You're my prince. She is just so into you, man. I can see why. You're a cool guy.
Other things she'll do, what women will do when they're interested in you is they'll try to find more personal questions out about you. Her just saying stuff and notice her tone. If she's just kind of like, so what do you do for a living? Oh, okay, that's cool. What do you blah blah blah? You see how that tone is really monotone and boring? That's different than if she's like, so what do you do? What is it you do? Notice her emotion, how engaged she feels. If she's putting movements in and she's leaning in when she's talking to you, that's a much better sign than her being back like this and closed off. When she's closing her off, think body language. This tells you that she is protecting herself. She's not comfortable around you yet. So women sometimes will be really closed off. If they're cold too, they might be a little closed off. So it's better to make sure she's comfortable. So don't take her to, if you take her ice skating, make sure she knows to dress warm. That's basically what I'm saying. And if she's closed off, if you're really bold like I am, once I get like one or two of those cues where she's like laughing at something I'm saying, but she's still kind of comfortable or uncomfortable looking, like this closed off, I will sometimes just, as we're talking, maybe, remember if I'm sitting next to her, I might find a reason to, if it is I'm tapping her, just pull her arm just a little bit, like, as I'm tapping her, to be like, hey, what do you think about those two? Remember that one where you're pointing out stuff in the environment? I might, as she's closed off, just kind of tap her a little bit, and not obnoxiously, but very gently, but just kind of nudge it back just a little bit, because if she loosens it up a little bit, if she just like loosens a little bit, and you just kind of just pull it with you as you kind of like ask her the question, you now literally change her from feeling closed off to feeling more open about everything. You literally open up the date when you open up her body. But it's nothing you should ever force it to do. It's just you, if you notice that she's kind of giving you signs, but she's still like hesitant, you can help her out by just kind of helping break it, or by, if there's a pool table, challenging her to a game of pool. Because what she have to do then, she gets up, now she's holding a pool stick, you see how she's opened up her body, all that. You're going to open up her mind when you open up her body.
Question 2. True or false? The more open a person's body language is, the more open their mind will be. Is that true or false? That the more open your body is, the more open your mind is, the more closed your body is. If you're kind of feeling more guarded, your mind is going to feel more guarded. That is true. In the great Tony Robbins talks about this a lot. He says you can change your physiology, your body, to change your psychology, your mind. So when you actually, and you can even do this right now, you could close your eyes and just cross your arms and just kind of like keep them tight. And you will just feel more constricted. And if you open up your arms and just open up those palms, you feel a lot more open. And so on your dates, when women, if they have closed off body language, you want to, whatever way you can, try to open that up, whether that is by changing the scenery, going to play pool, doing something that gets her to just open up that body language so that she is more open about receiving you as a man. I want to marry you ASAP. Whoa, she needs to pump the brakes. I'm sorry about that, but she just realizes you're such a cool guy and she wants to lock you down. I'll have a word with her and tell her to chill a little.
One thing that, and this is so few people know about this, guys, is look at, if you notice, you'll get better at this. It might feel weird at first, but you'll get better as you just notice when you're sitting with groups of friends and stuff. start looking at for this body language stuff. You'll see who's comfortable in an environment and uncomfortable and comfortable. Whoever's open but look at how if she's sitting, you're sitting next to her. Here's a big one. She might cross her legs. So her legs might be crossed. Now what you want to do is just notice where are her toes and her knees? Like where is her, look where her toes are pointed. What direction? Are they pointed completely away from you? So even if her body's facing this way, are her legs telling a different story? Or are they pointed towards you? Or if they're neutral, you just kind of watch that as it goes. You'll start to notice what women will do is go back to really simple. Her legs pointing away from you is basically saying, I'm getting ready to run away if I need to. So that shows you she's not comfortable completely yet. It's like a magnet. When you make her feel comfortable, you'll see it shift, and it's like she's drawn to you. So her legs are facing towards you. That means she's ready to run right into you. So that's another good sign that she's comfortable. And anyone that hears this might think, but there's so many choices your mind makes a minute or a second that your mind can't consciously think about everything going on in your body. So the body gives so many clues. And this is one of those clues where, it doesn't lie because her biology is literally pointing her, I'm running away from you, or I'm running towards you. I'm comfortable.
Question 3. If a woman's toes and feet are pointed away from you, what does that likely mean? 1, she likes you and she doesn't want you to smell her stinky feet, so she's obviously putting her feet away from you. Or 2, that she is uncomfortable in some way. What would her feet pointing away from you more likely mean? It most likely means number 2, that she is uncomfortable. Her feet pointed away from you means she is ready to run away from you. So what you'll see is her, from her legs, her hips down, that area of her body, when that is pointed towards you, almost like a magnet, it means that she wants to run into you, because she's comfortable with you. But if it's pointed away from you, it means that she's not comfortable yet. That means just kind of back off, relax, make sure if you're sitting close to her, you back off a little bit, give her space so that she feels more comfortable. Congrats, 120% right. She must have given you extra credit for being a stud. I don't know. But cool.
So these are all little things. So really make her feel comfortable. The beginning of the date should all be about just playful, fun, lighthearted, trying to tease her, just, getting to know her. And so we covered so much body language stuff. Let's move on to conversation.